Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final of the Battle of the States. Oh, wait. How's everybody doing? I don't know why my audio output's broken.
That's all right.
Is that working? Yeah, there you go. That works. So, this is the final of the Battle of the States here. We have 36 teams that all signed up for this tournament. A whole qualifier round, a group stage, a round of 16, a quarterfinals, and a semifinals later. We have reached only two. New Jersey, a team that has been very up and down. On the very first day of the tournament, they actually won the qualifiers. They were at top of the table, but then they fell all the way down on day two, and day three or week two on with Zafs they were on top. Then with Death Intercept, they fell lower, and I think they did a little bit better on Corrosion, but still not as good as they did on Death Intercept. That was enough to give them, I believe, a 15th place position on the table. Good enough for being one of the pot 2 teams going into the group stage. In that group stage, they would get second and would advance to play Colorado in the round of 16. In the round of 16, they played. They started off not the greatest. They were down by about 500 points just a few minutes in. I think World didn't even have a completion until like about 10 minutes in. But then they all turned it around, got the win on that level. Then on a Thanatos took the win there, and ever since it's been pretty much cruising from them. They handled Georgia with relative ease, then took down the Cinderella of the team, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Right after coming off the heels of that New York win, people favored New Jersey going there, but you know, it still wasn't by much. People had that thought in the back of their mind, like, oh, they beat New York, and like that was like one of like the highest ranked teams. So they got their ticket to the final. As for California, well, let's just say they aren't perfect, but they've been about as close to perfect as you could possibly be in this tournament. They actually played in our very first show match, California versus Texas. They beat them 4-0. Pretty much an absolute domination of that team, which in a match where a lot of people weren't really sure what would happen. They would show up in the qualifiers and would do pretty much, I think they got top 5 in every level and got first place in the qualifiers. They're the qualifier champions. However, they got a bit of an interesting situation because I said New Jersey only got second in their group. Why did they get second in their group? Because California happened to be in that very same group that New Jersey was in. They both got drawn together, and I thought that was intriguing. What I failed to mention is that New Jersey barely got out of that group stage. Utah gave them like a hell of a fight, and pretty much up until like the final like 3 minutes of moment, it was not clear who was gonna get out of that match. So going into the round of 16, they were a match against Illinois, but they didn't have the players to play, so they had to withdraw out of the tournament. In the quarterfinals, they played Arizona. It was the most anticipated round of the match, and you know what? They completely smacked them. It wasn't even close. They like beat them by like over 1,000 on pretty much every single round, and got like a 3-0 sweep. And it went from what most people thought would be the most competitive to being the least competitive match. So a team that's been playing with fire the entire time, Pennsylvania, had been given quite the challenge there. It was 1-1 going into the final level, and in that final level, California felt like they were in control, but it never felt like they had the game won until a very late completion sort of sealed the deal for them and made it pretty hard for Pennsylvania to make the comeback. but that was easily the most they had been pushed this tournament. Going into the final, this is where we stand. A team of ups and downs and a team of near perfection, both fighting for the championship. Hello everybody and welcome to the final of the Battle of the States. Today we have, as we said, New Jersey and California. I'm going to start with the captain introductions a bit. So we'll start with New Jersey. How are you doing, World? Here, you are obviously here, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, what are your thoughts, sort of like with your team and making it all the way to the final? I'd assume this is the first time you've ever played in a final in a competitive tournament. Well, I guess Americas, but that was kind of weird because it like wasn't like actually like it was like 8 at once. But like, yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I've played in like countless of these tournaments already. So
yeah, you've played in a lot of them.
I think
you
us
have
in the gang, we're gonna rally and we're gonna beat these clowns over in Cali. So we're good.
Oh, I see.
That's deep right there.
Well, as for Star, how are you feeling about your California team? I know like you're not officially like you guys never really named a captain, but he's kind of been like the spokesperson the whole time. So yeah, hello.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. Our team has been, pretty solid this whole tournament.
So there hasn't been many flaws with this team in this run.
From what I could tell from them, we seem pretty good about this one as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that both of you feel good. It means that we're in for a high quality match. So, going into there, this one's a pretty easy tie to break. You two both played in the group stage. California finished higher, thus they get the priority. So, Star, are we going to start with your level choice, or are you going to let New Jersey decide the first level?
We are gonna do what we've done all tournament and pick the first level.
However,
which will be
there is one more thing. So you don't need to say the level first.
Okay, so we're gonna do Searchia difficult first.
Searchia difficult first. Okay. Well, I have a bit of I said that there would be a surprise going into this, and I will say I did kind of lie. So here's what the surprise is.
No, wait.
There was a cash prize the entire time. I just didn't tell anybody.
Free money.
Lol.
Oh my god.
So, if you all want a little bit of context here, before I did the Battle of the States, I did this contest. I did this creator contest that was for the basically it was like, you remember the World Gauntlet contest, right? I hosted a contest on based on going for the theming, right? So I wanted like states to make their own like creating teams and make a level. But you know what? You know how many entries we got? We got zero entries. And you know what's even worse is that there was a $300 prize attached to that, and we got 0 entries. So so I'm just gonna put the money right back in here. So yeah, hopefully that surprise was interesting for all of you. So now we're gonna head to break time and we're gonna get ready for our first level, which will be Searchia difficult. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first round here. We have Sushi Boys, Accelera Copra Formula. So we're gonna see how this one goes. I am very excited for this. This is obviously gonna be quite the setting the tone for the match. California has picked this as their first level, which kind of gives the impression, I guess, either they feel really good about it or they just want to get it out of the way. So I don't know which one of those that it is, but anyways, all players can go to the start of the level
And refresh your level.
Yep, everybody refresh the level. Oh, wait, don't play yet. Low.
Don't play.
And then, yep. And then I am going to get this 15. Yeah, just making sure that works. Yeah, it does. All right, everybody, get ready. We'll be beginning round 1. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, everybody's stepping, and we have begun our first level here.
The first level we have in mind is Surge Difficult, a level made by Surge based off of a quote, based off of a quote-unquote difficult level, based off of an original Rob Top song, in this case, Electroman Adventures.
This is true here, yeah, very much Electroman inspired.
Absolute banger song, banger level. I love
one thing for sure, it's not as good as Static Ignition, so okay, so qualifying percentage is on the middle, which you have 27, 53, and 80. So far, Formula is the only person who's scored so far.
This is true, yeah. Only Formula has the points, which. Wait. Oh, I flipped the names by accident. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing.
Lol. You're good. Other than that, I don't know which one's flipped, but Cobra got 27 as for his first points. Or whatever. I'm terrible at trying out.
Low scoring. These guys shouldn't be in the finals. Should be Cave and Shadow.
True.
This is the facts here.
Literally. Sushi Boys and Formula Sushi Boys has passed on. This Formula is getting quite far.
Yeah, Formula is definitely in that range.
To reach second qual.
Hear one of the players.
I love that song.
You're so true. I think Cobra got like around the 40s. So Formula, I don't know where he got, but he's gonna get a lot of points for Cali already.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, currently California is in quite the lead here to start this final stage here.
Yeah, freaking yeah. The way that both teams went off, like, so basically, the other thing that wasn't really mentioned was that California had an insane matchup against Pennsylvania.
I said it was hard fought.
Yeah. It was up against like Magmeta, Albert, and a bunch of people who are like insane at the game, and HQY ended up stepping up for the team when needed it most. It was right after the tournament against Pennsylvania when every end got verified. After.
I remember that. That was like quite the event here. We have New Jersey has put points on the board though, but also Sushi is in scoring range.
Didn't Sushi already? Oh, Sushi already should have some points on the board, but I don't know if mobile.
I didn't.
That was for you.
I did not know that. I did not know that was me.
It wasn't.
I don't have.
I told you to do it. Give me a sec.
I'm trying to. I didn't know I was scorekeeping them. Sorry.
Other than that, the Coper is looking to make it to second qual, and he put up a further lead for California. And right now, where we're at so far, right now, California is taking the lead on the rematch versus New Jersey. Oh boy. So I got a question. So what were all you guys' thoughts on this tournament?
Yeah, what was kind of the whole deal with that? We're about to hit 5 minutes into the match, and so far, it's been pretty much all California. Just making sure this run, I think if this is like a certain percent, I can definitely get caught up here. See how far does he get?
Sushi Boys is getting around at the
that was 49
at the drop.
So I'm just gonna
49.
put in,
Yeah,
I can get everything up to that, which would be.
Okay, I will be scorekeeping from now on. I didn't know I was scorekeeping them. I was focused on my phone on the rest.
Other than that, yeah, there were a bunch of great matchups, a bunch of memes that came up during the tournament, and yeah, it was like and this tournament has been a really good way to help the U.S. prepare for any sort of world tournament event that could potentially happen sooner or later. In this tournament alone, pretty much produced Power Split and Fusion and Cookie and a few others to become part of the team, and it ended up helping the U.S. win.
Yeah, they won the America's
Cup.
Because of
So
Power Split my goat.
Yeah, so the contributions for this tournament really helped the U.S. be more prepared for the world tournament standards on who would be like a contributing member for the team. And so far, Formula got to the second half. Sushi Boys almost made it to the drop.
And we are
up for
a bit
Boys.
of a mistake here. Wait, it's going to be up to the 49.
Acerola is just got qual. Coper is about to hit qual. Same with Formula. And yeah, this tournament has just been full of turns and twists. It's like I don't know what else to say. Right now, Coper is at the second half. Will he be the first, if I am not mistaken, to reach the third qual? Sushi Boys is about to hit the second half.
All right, everything is set for Sushi now.
All right, perfect.
I'm scorekeeping, so
Sushi,
not miss anything else. I'm sorry.
All right, Sushi Boys just hit the 60s. Coper is at the 80s. This is I believe the first time anybody's made it to the
decently far as well. Like, look at that, like where they are, and now it's a death for a
Acerola is done. And Coper
354 gap,
is
but
getting a
Coper gets the
completion.
completion, and we have our first completion of the match. Just
First
when it was looking like
completion
New
of
Jersey
the
was picking it up.
finals. First completion of finals, and Formula is looking to reach to the second half.
This is true, yeah. I mean, we'll have to see what will happen here. We got
Yeah, man.
Lots
Sushi
of-
Boys is also in
lots of
qual
stuff
territory.
happening.
Yeah, man. There's just these are like the top players for each state going against each other at this high pressure setting. They fought many teams, including like teams that have a bunch of Team US members, team that has high coordination. Like with a bunch of players from the national team like Connecticut Island and Pennsylvania, and teams that were well balanced like Arizona.
It's kind of interesting in this case with California because their only national teamer, like, also hasn't necessarily been like their biggest contributor in the tournament.
Yeah.
But like for like most of the other teams, like their national teamer is like the most like consistent. But I guess it just goes to show just how strong of a roster California has.
It really does.
Pretty much like any of these players are like legit national team prospects, I would say. And we'll have to see when selection for the roster happens, because Albert did leave the national team, so that's going to leave the chance for some others to end up joining.
Shadow, come on now, please, Shadow.
He keeps talking to me about it. Like, I mean, I can't control what happens, but obviously I'd be happy for him if he makes the team.
Acerola is at the second half. Sushi Boys is about to hit second half.
This is true. This is like, oh, Acerola just died here, but Sushi's also getting pretty far here. So this has kind of been like one of the better runs and kind of cutting the deficit a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, but
we got a death from Sushi
it doesn't really
Boys.
matter at that moment. With 5 minutes left, California is still having a massive lead with a 500-point difference, and Formula is looking to increase that lead by over 100 by a run in the second half, along with Cooper as well. Formula is about to.
Can you reduce the stream resolution, by the way? You might want to do that.
Formula is about to hit.
It's 6140, 1440.
Formula is at their qual.
This is like 5 FPS. And I'm streaming in 60 FPS, 1440p.
That could have been part of it.
And Formula gets a completion for California.
And California is now putting themselves in the complete driver's seat to force New Jersey to win the next 2 levels in this finals matchup.
Sushi Boys is looking to at least to cover the deficit with a run in the second half.
Yeah, I would put it in a better range. It'd still be tough. Although Accelera's gonna need to get like a really far run here if they really want to make the miracle comeback possible. Exactly. 880, I believe, would be a record. I think like 830 would have been the record before, and it was like around like 830. However, Accelera is getting pretty far here, so we'll see if they can at least pick up a completion. I'd like to see that, you know.
Yeah, along with that, Formula is back to the second half.
But yeah, well, Formula didn't get one there either, but does reduce the deficit to
only 700. That's
only
not that
766,
small,
which
right?
is, I mean, technically technically the record is more than that.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, thanks Pennsylvania for making like the possibility of like believing in like other teams like a possibility.
Exactly.
Because if it weren't for them, like every single time like a team has like over a 500-point lead, people would just talk about how the match is over.
Literally,
but they showed it was possible. So
yeah, it was an example with that was with sucking Alabama for ball's sake.
Yeah, that's the case here.
But other than that, yeah. Out of all the teams I've played all throughout, with teams that have with players who have national members, to teams that are organized, to teams that have struggled with availability, it just comes to show how dedicated these people are in terms of quality and practice. Like it just comes to show how much dedication people have for these tournaments. Especially from Cinderella stories like the Yellowstone consists of Yellowstone Cinderella story, when they pretty much somehow got into the main bracket.
Damn,
and New Mexico Oklahoma completely destroyed New York.
NOA is making it to the semifinals was definitely not something
Did you
real.
say New York got completely destroyed?
I said nothing.
We scored the second and fourth most I've ever seen in a tournament, and lost both rounds.
Formula and Cooper is at the final half, looking to make a statement at the last minute, and they're both at the second half. Listen, at this point, we'll see how much of less of a deficit that New Jersey can even do within 45 seconds. And right now, as of recent, Cooper and Formula are looking to be at the third qual, with Formula approaching first, Cooper along with it. Will both players get a double completion to just make a statement at round one? Formula did die, but Cooper...
Yeah, at this point, it's mathematically claimed. But Cooper gets a completion.
And that's a completion for Cooper.
And thus it looks like he will be the... pretty much has clinched the match MVP in this case. We are on the last 10 seconds here. And then just I'll get ready for deleting and undeafening names on here.
Yep. And we're on our last attempts right about now.
0.
So everybody's
Okay.
on their last attempts. And Acerola and Formula are back at...
Alright, Ace Roll is done.
Sushi Boy is done. Acerola is done.
And
Cooper's done.
The Formula's the last one still going.
Formula is the
I
last
don't want to
one
play this
left.
ever again. I never want to play this shit ever again. God.
Formula is looking to make one last third qual to make a further statement on round
Maybe
one
a
against New
completion.
Jersey.
Will they ice it off with a completion? That would be
Will it make
definitely the way. That would be
be
definitely interesting here. If they could
There
do
will be
that, just a few more clicks.
And that is
That's
a completion.
right here. And
That is a
Oh
what
my
a
gosh.
dominant way to
Formula,
end.
wrap
Formula,
up the
I love
match.
you.
Did we win? Did we win?
Completions,
Yeah.
The final score
Oh,
is
shit.
California 2,594, New Jersey 1,265.
Oh.
And a 1-0
Oh my God, I actually did
lead,
good.
It has now been built for the
And the player that scored the most
California team.
points individually is Cooper with 1323, then Formula 1271. And
Alright.
after
Oh my
that,
God.
it's Sushi
We're gonna-
Boys with
we're gonna-
698
we're
and
gonna
Ace
head to-
Roller with
We're
567.
gonna head to break and we're gonna get our next round started. You're right. We don't know what the next level is. So
Formula, that's why you're the GOAT. Cooper, that's why you're the
Thank you,
GOAT.
Abby.
bro.
World of Me. What level will we be playing next?
Bro, this level's so
Oh
ass.
shit.
Yeah, dude.
I think we're gonna do Zeronier.
Thronier will be up next.
Oh my goodness.
Now we will see you.
Just talk about
All
whatever
right,
it needs to
everybody.
survive.
Wait, what just happened? I'm sorry. Give me a sec again. All right, hello everybody.
23.
We are back here into our next round, though something is up here. Here's what happened here. I'm just not sure what happened with the scoreboard. The scoreboard just got like deleted somehow. Okay, it looks like it's further down.
Oh, you still have the last round, by the way, for the overlay.
Jeez, this is not good. I am actually sorry, everybody. Yeah, wait, why did it get... It got moved all the way this way. Perfect. Good enough for me. All right, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Good feeling.
We have, wait, why are you starting Sushi's video, by the way? Mobile?
What? I'm not?
Wait, then what's... Oh, I'm an Emerald
Am I
Knight
the wrong
stream.
number? Am I the wrong number?
No, you're not the wrong number. That's right. I just got mistaken. So
The names?
I'm just to be like fair, because like there's a lot of people kind of help me commentate. I've kind of been subbing out who's commentating for the final. So this time I have the real Cave here helping.
Hello.
Also, I was the first commentator. I'm the Callister, by the way.
Yeah,
I didn't
so,
mention
yeah.
that.
And thank you to Kyle Stir for helping with scorekeeping this round.
Yeah, he's gonna be behind the scenes for this round. So, anyways, everybody, we're gonna get started. Go to the level select screen. Everyone's levels refreshed, I'm guessing. Hammy, was it refreshed? Did I miss it? There, Hammy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, perfect. So, let's get ready. We're going to begin the second round. New Jersey must win to keep their tournament hopes alive. We'll be beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
Very well then.
Yet, but go start.
So, now that everybody is deafened, we can start here. We have Emerald Knight, The World of Me, DJ1482, and Hammy all fighting here. California can clinch the Battle of the States Championship right here and then. So, anyways, how's everybody? What's happening here, Cave? Dave was a member of the aforementioned New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas team that made it to the semifinals and has been helping with commentating a fair few times throughout the tournament. So I thought it was fair to bring him up for the final as well.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and then we have somebody who was beat there. Looks like DJ got just 94 right away, and Hammy got 96.
That was really quick.
Yes.
Emerald Knight is already at third qual as well, so there's just
late run here. It seems like we're in for a high-scoring game.
Hammy is already, what was it, second qualifying. Wow. Seems like a very consistent level judging off of these performances, and especially comparing to last round.
This is true. Yes, this is probably. I think this is an easier level, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
It's probably just like a
Hammy
better
gets a
level
completion.
But yeah, Hammy already gets this completion here, and that's gonna kind of force World probably to beat it here as well. If
DJ dies to the last click.
DJ last click death is rough, and World of Me also dies late.
Also dies far.
So California already
Emerald
starting pretty well.
Already a pretty interesting match, I will have to say. Yeah, Emerald's at, that third qual.
I love medium length levels and level races.
92 for Emerald Knight. Then Hammy is at third qual as well. I'm honestly impressed with the consistency. I was expecting the consistency for these levels to not be as good.
But a completion from Hammy here, and that's a 2 in a row. Well, at least 2. Yeah, that's a 2 in a row. Their only runs are 96, 100, and 100.
DJ beats it.
DJ gets
DJ
a
completes
it.
Awesome. World of Me is about to complete it as well. Oh, but dies to 89 instead, and Emerald also dies far. Right? Here, I could look at the stream.
Emerald got 58.
Yeah, 58.
Emerald has
I
a
love
90
how-
and a 92. It seems like this level is a hard ending because people keep dying there.
If I do remember watching the Zeronium video, the ending is by far the hardest, the most confusing part at least.
Well,
Okay.
Hammy's already towards the ending, so do we have a back-to-back-to-back on our cards?
Dude, that'd be
DJ's far
awesome.
again as well.
This is true.
Yeah.
This might actually be insane. Yeah, Hammy just
And
picked
Hammy
up,
gets a completion.
picked up the
Dude,
completion
California is
there.
not letting New Jersey have a
Patrick.
chance.
Yeah.
Wrong timer.
What?
Wrong time. Wasn't it
Oh
supposed to be 10
yeah, it's only a
minutes?
10-minute.
So,
So
we have
will
about
end
6
it when it hits
minutes.
5 minutes.
I know what to do.
Oh, you
Sweet.
just ended it.
Doesn't seem like a big deal, so we chillin'. $55 for the world of me. And Hammy's getting
Now-
far once again.
Callie. Already at 2,000 points in like 4 minutes.
Dude, that's impressive, genuinely.
That's crazy.
Hammy, does he get a completion? Yes, we do. Another completion for Hammy. That's the third completion, I believe.
Fourth.
Fourth, is it? Wow. Consistency is crazy. Of course, we can't leave New Jersey out of the equation. Their consistency is also pretty good, too. In fact, the world of me is about to beat it.
But does not.
Nope, last click. That last click does seem like a very dumb click, I will say.
All right, 5 minutes left, but it actually is.
Third qual for Hammy. Awesome. Oh no, but dies at 97.
Oh no, he dies at 97.
Oh,
Let's
no.
go. It's the millionth death in the 90s for these players because they make it there
Yeah.
every 30 seconds because they're insane at
Yeah,
the game.
except Hammy died to like the latter half of the spikes. So I thought he had it when he jumped, but no, he died to the last spike, which I wasn't prepared to see.
Yeah, it does kind of look like it should be a buffer.
But Hammy's gotten 4 in a row with the other 2 runs being 96 and 97.
Yeah, the consistency of this must be crazy. I'll have to check this level out. I haven't seen it.
Maybe we
I've
have
heard
a
good
new
things.
national team prospect here. Like,
True.
What? He wasn't
And
considered before?
another completion.
Wait, was
I
Hammy
mean-
genuinely not considered before?
I think I think he joined like late in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
He stepped
DJ
in when one of the players
Amble.
was unavailable. I think it was right clicks, if I recall.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whoever it
he was a backup for right clicks.
81 for DJ. And the world of me seems to be getting far as well. And gets a completion. That's awesome.
There you go. There's more points on the board here for New Jersey.
It was a backup for Mystery.
But anyway, it's just kind of an interesting story here. I actually lost power like hours before the match, basically. So I only had like about an hour to actually prepare for this thing.
Oh wow.
But Hammy
Hammy
gets
gets
another
a completion.
here.
World gets a completion
But
too.
World gets a
so
2.
that
That's a
cancels
2 in a
that
row
out.
for World. I do notice World always saves his best for last in these types of, especially in the most recent rounds in the tournament.
Yeah, I could definitely. Yeah. DJ is at third qual. Do we see a completion? Yes, we
DJ
do.
conclusion? Something tells me Callie's pretty good at the game.
Yeah. I would have never gotten.
It's not gonna work.
I mean, New Jersey's also good.
Yeah, they're both insane.
Can't leave them out.
But will
The
World
world
get
of me dies to the last spike at 97.
And the
But hey,
difference
that's
here
still a good amount of
is still
points.
quite
That's a good amount of
large.
points.
Only a minute and a
Got him.
half left to go.
Emerald dies to the last wave. What was it? 95, I'd have to guess. Then DJ's coming back at the last part again. And dies to 96. That last jump does not... I mean, according like what these players are doing, not consistent at that last jump. 84 for Hammy, I saw. Then a second call
I
death
just
from
pressed
Emerald.
it at the exact time for 1 minute, so now this is actually accurate. We are
Okay,
at our
there.
final minute. The title is just about to be decided right here.
It's a 4-digit lead. I think it might be over.
4-digit lead with only 40 seconds left. And it was quite the fight.
Yeah.
We're still gonna play the other level because I think it's out of respect for the players who were practicing for the final, and also like for who gets like MVP and stuff. Here, the MVP seems like pretty decided.
Yeah, for this round.
All right, into the last 10 seconds here. And we'll just watch for everybody.
5, 4, 3.
They played this insane, and they still didn't
And
put up
now
as
we're
much as New
done.
Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Okay.
I mean, 1898, like,
Hammy
that's pretty
dies.
high.
Hammy dies.
Yeah, Hammy's done.
Hammy, you're
Only
done.
52.
Emerald's done.
Emerald is now done. So it's just
They got
Emerald, you're done.
97. I think they're done.
DJ's done, and then the world of me.
me. Will end it off on a high note.
And on a complete.
He does end it off on a high note,
Let's
and that.
go.
Well, everyone's
Game.
undeafened, right?
Yeah.
Well, the final score is New Jersey 3,469, California 4,526. So what it means is that California has claimed the Battle of the States championship.
GG.
Congratulations. We're still going to play the other level, but a road of near perfection from the Golden State. Good job. That was quite the,
Congratulations.
but
Dude,
we still
I
have
had
one
an itch
more
on my
level,
nose,
and we
bro.
are going to see you all in for the next round, the
Great.
final
Which is
round
gonna
of
be
this tournament.
the final round being noon.
Hello, everybody. This time we are here on time for this one, and I am here with Mobile Bot. He's been for the other rounds, but this time it's going to be just us. So I just kind of wanted to let him do the last one since I mean, he's been extremely valuable to us, especially like during the group stage and stuff.
Let's go.
He meant a lot for the GD World Tournament and the Battle of the States. I would not have been able to complete the hectic group stage, which I still feel bad about. I genuinely, with you guys, I actually thought having it during the holidays would mean more people would be available, and I feel stupid for thinking that. But like I won't do that again if I do another one. I guess there won't be any. I'll have like a scheduled holiday break. I mean, maybe if I do like an open cup or something, like those could run during holidays, but that's probably about it, right? Like,
well, we shouldn't run it on holidays. We remember how that went last time.
I just mean for like opens, it's probably not as bad, just because like you just have to like find a time. Like even if you have like a 15-minute time slot in the middle of the day, you're like, oh, I could do it now. Like, but even then, I'm probably just gonna like go on like full holiday for the like from now on. So I just wanted to point that out because that was kind of like the last big like loose end to say to all of you guys, because I know a lot of teams got eliminated from the tournament in that fashion, and I do feel sorry for those teams that were deeply affected by that. Anyways, let's have fun one more time. We have Musty, The World of Me, Ryclix, and Star XV all
Let's go
playing
Star!
the final level. So, everybody's ready? Refresh the level?
Yep. Start my recording. Okay.
All right. Make sure this one actually is 15. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, we are off now into the final round of the final level of the tournament. But that's so relieving to say. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is probably the most mentally challenging tournament I've ever hosted. There's just so much things went wrong. So many people had to drop out on like the last few days, and I know a lot of it was my fault, like with organizationally, but that still meant it was really hard mentally for me to run. So to be able to have a champion crowned and to be able to say like I did it is like, you know, definitely a satisfying thing to be able to do. We can finally move on to the next chapter of the GD United States community, which, you know, I'll have to start brainstorming on what can happen.
New York versus the world.
New York versus the world.
Except New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, because clearly that was too much.
That was too much for you, yeah. No, I actually, I think the state teams could be reused in like some instances. I just, you know, like, it's probably gonna be a while before like a full national tournament like this could happen, but like, you know, if two like state teams want to play each other, and like I could just do like one on like a weekend and stuff, like they can challenge others to matches and stuff, and I'll honor that, you know.
All right, New York challenges California for position at the top.
I mean, I had an idea for the New York team, actually.
Should I be scared?
No. I was thinking we do a Northeast Regional Championship sometime later this year, like in the fall.
Ooh, New Jersey's getting cooked. Pennsylvania's getting cooked.
Because like even like a lot of teams, that got like, you know, they were just like unfairly affected by like studies and like other stuff, right? Like CT Island would have had like a much better chance, like same with like, especially with like Maine plus Vermont as well, because they did so well in quals.
Same with us on the main bracket.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Me and
So,
Lord Hodge were like the main contributors, and we were plagued by school.
so Star has picked up our first completion here, and it's a good job from him. Already getting the potential sweep set to see if they can accomplish that feat.
Let's go, Star. I'm not
Can you
biased.
not be like this biased, like mobile? Like, I get he's in your clan and all, but like,
But he's also a friend. It's not
I
like
know.
I am completely biased.
So it'll be interesting to see what how U.S. national team is going to fare at the World Tournament this year. There's a fair amount of question marks behind that team, but clearly from this match alone, there's clearly enough talent for to ensure a good performance there. It's going to be a tough teams. Romania and Australia especially have really shown to be tough challenges. But I think a lot of people got a chance to play in in something that maybe they wouldn't have signed up for, but they were given a chance, and that's all what this is about. But New Jersey is kind of pulling back here. Maybe they can. They're currently in the lead here, so we'll see. We can have an entertaining match, which would only make me more mad that this wasn't the first or second level played, but that's how it is. Okay. Oh, right click's got a completion though. I saw somebody mention platformer. I've talked to a few people in the platformer community, and we still are trying to think of like what the best possible format for like competitive platformer would be. There's so many like ideas and stuff. Like here we kind of have there's two big formats. One is like first to beat the level, and the other is like what you're watching right now. For a platformer, there's so many other ways you can take it, so I'm gonna keep talking to the platformer community, and maybe one day we'll do something. It probably wouldn't be a team thing, it'd probably be like an individual thing though.
Relays.
Ooh, wait, maybe that's how you could do teams. Would that even... I'll have to think about that one.
You could do it like track. Someone sits at a
that's what I was
checkpoint,
thinking,
and
right?
then,
Like, you like play...
like englobed, and you just like pass the baton. You touch the person, and then they go.
Well, what if some people don't have mods like me?
Well, that would be the plan. Well, like the plan is you'd have to for the tournament.
No, it could be like done.
I'd probably want to require it because, like, I mean, we also have a fair amount of changes coming with the GD World Tournament mod in the future. So soon it's going to be capable of a lot more. I can't really say the specifics because we're still kind of in like the stage of like getting us all. But Mustique here gets a completion and cuts the deficit to 39. Actually, no, it's a lead.
Let's go close game. Let's go close game. Because I can't be biased anymore. This is stupid.
Star XV though looking to potentially pick up a completion here.
Not gonna say anything. Not gonna be biased.
I mean, it's still fair to be like happy that like when somebody's like going, I just like do it with everybody though. I always like to see people succeed,
Oh yeah, it's so much more exciting. Like, I don't care if someone does good. Like, if the other team doesn't do good, then it's boring.
Yeah, it's just boring. Like, I want to see everybody succeed. And Star here gets a completion. Yeah, of course, this is the one that ended up being like the barn burner of a round. This couldn't have been level 1 or level 2.
Keep in mind, this is like less nerves. The game's already over.
I mean, I don't know. When I've played, I didn't really notice a difference. Like,
I've thrown up during multiple of my matches.
yeah, you did in the Open Cup, right?
I didn't this time though, so
Okay, you didn't
I
this
threw up
time.
before the match, not after.
I did, and I choked.
I see. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's a 231 point difference. We have crossed the halfway mark on the level.
No one's really far right now. So all it takes is 30 seconds to get far.
But yeah, regarding like the whole cash prize thing, there were clues, by the way. Like that
Oh yeah, I was like 99%. There was no way you'd do this with nothing on the line. I know you.
The main clue is the fact that I made this tournament in replacement of the creator contest, since there were no signups, meaning that I technically, like, I had $300 pledged to GDUS for something, right? So I could just move it to this. Did you think it was going to be 300, or did you think it was going to
I
be
thought
like,
it'd be like 100. I thought it'd just be something right out of your pocket,
no,
not
yeah,
like something that was already in.
Well, I mean, I already said I'd give $300 to the creator contest winner, but nobody
I never knew about
submitted
the creator
anything.
contest. I would have submitted something. It would have just been really, really bad.
It would have been $100. I said if there was only one entry, I told somebody that. But World gets a completion.
I just want you to know, I'm not even allowed to make my own start pause copies, so it would have been peak.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, no, I don't really like doing, like, I don't want people to get like nothing. The only times I've done like truly like prizeless tournaments were like the regional tournaments, but that's because it gives you qualification to a tournament that actually does have a prize.
There's not nothing on the line. It's like that's a qualifier tournament. That's
and free a Red'll Plus. Which I guess I could also tell Paddock to give to the California people too, I guess. The Ryclix gets a completion.
It is Paddock's team.
Oh, that's true, yeah. He could probably give him, he might just give him more just off of bias. But, yeah. Because we've been doing like a, well, you can call it like a sponsorship, but it's like not really. We just give like free Red'll Pluses to like winners of like any like tournament, even if it's like a minor one.
I gotta win the Open Cup for ARDL Plus.
Well, that already has a cash prize attached, but I guess I could also put in
ARDL
Plus as well. But right now, Star is in the lead for the MVP, so we'll see if he can finish off with an MVP performance. But this one's been a better fight than the other matches have.
The Open Cup is 250, right?
It's 100 and possibly 160 because I just won $60 from a bet with my parents today.
I want to know more, but can you say it on stream?
Yes, I can. It was over like eating like something that was like really like disgusting.
Oh.
What was it?
I'm not gonna say for now. I don't know. I don't really care that much. You guys might think it's like not. You guys might like think it's like not that. I feel like you guys might be like, really, like that.
I remember I won a bet for one of my siblings gave me like $1 just to eat a spoonful of bone marrow that was like all gray.
No, they were like genuinely convinced I wouldn't do it. So
when you put money on the line, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, so then I was just like, all right, I'm gonna use this money for the world tournament. Like, so I guess I could allot that 60 to the Open Cup, and then I could make it 100 for the winner, 50 for second, and then 10 for third, something like that. Like,
I could win $10 and not even get to the finals.
Well, I mean, you can already do that with the regional grands, although you didn't win your match, so yeah, I guess,
lost.
Like, yeah.
I can't get first.
Like,
I can only
regional
get second.
grands does exist. Will Ryclix get a completion though here? This would put him in the lead for MVP. There you go. All right, so now actually maybe the real battle is Ryclix versus Star.
Beat him up, beat him up. We're seeing a live fist fight between teammates right now.
This so far, it's been Capre and Ryclix were the not Ryclix, sorry. Capre and Tammy were the champions of their respective matches. With just 148 left in the tournament, we are almost complete. The fact that it's like a 550 point game and that's considered like competitive with California is kind of crazy. Now we see, yeah, both the California players are pretty far into the level now, it seems, so we'll see what they'll end up doing with that over there.
Double completion, double completion, double completion. Playlist is awesome.
Ryclix is at the ending here. We'll see what happens. 40 seconds left on the clock. We are almost done.
Ready to free the pain and weight off the shoulders.
Oh my goodness, you don't understand how I'm feeling right now.
Cloud 9.
This is like gonna be great, man. So you know, I didn't hate running this tournament. It was just could be mentally taxing at times. Like it was fun when the matches were happening and I was like watching all that, you know. Like,
all right, last attempts.
Here we go. This is it. Star is now done.
GG Star.
Ooh, Ryclix finished off with a 3 in a row, by the way, and like a 4 of 5. Seems like
Thank
World
God,
is
bro.
now done.
Oh my god.
Also, I just realized Musty's username is crazy. No, he's done that. Yeah, GD space Snowy. I love when people have spaces in their names. It's so goated. Well, what will Ryclix do going on to this final attempt? Will he finish off the tournament? He will not, but that's okay because the final score is still New Jersey 1,684, California 2,659, and California finishes the 3-0 sweep and takes the Battle of the States. They will be California dreaming to the end. Congratulations. Let's head to the screen here.
GG,
and for
guys.
the last time of the tournament,
press the
California
button.
has won the Battle of the States.
Congratulations.
GG's.
Congratulations. So before
Yes, guys.
I am going to bring on all the New Jersey people that are left here, right?
Taking all
Just
my
gonna-
willpower not to just send Alabama to the finals right now because I have access to this thing.
All right, so for the New Jersey players, what was it kind of? What was kind of your feelings and stuff going into the match, going into the tournament, like everything?
Well, I mean, I kind of figured, like, I knew that the California was like sweeping team, so I was a little nervous. But I mean, I thought we still had a chance going in, and then Jersey a difficult rolled around, and then it kind of set in that they weren't gonna go down without like a huge fight. So
Yeah,
I mean, we still tried our best. I think we still did
yeah,
good.
I
I'm
mean,
glad
like,
we got here.
Pennsylvania played like their best game like of
we
the
win?
knockout stage, and it still wasn't like no, you didn't.
Wait, do we have any games left, or
No, we're
is it just
done.
like
No,
we're just
Okay, I see.
talking. We're just kind of
Yeah, okay.
I just kind of wanted to
Yeah,
I just kind of wanted to thank all of you on the New Jersey team for playing, and
Yeah.
how about the
Sorry, I
tournament
couldn't-
itself? What was kind of your thoughts? Like, were you expecting to make the final going into the tournament, or like was it like,
No,
or would you say you kind of
honestly, no.
overperformed to get this far?
I mean, I
I
feel like
really
the few
wanted to
teams
play,
that we
but
got, a few
I didn't really
teams that
have
we
time.
got against, I feel we shouldn't have beat, but we somehow did.
Like there were a few rounds that we got like really close to losing, but we pulled through. So like, I honestly didn't expect to make it this far, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
You made it to the final.
You-
And playing in a final
You
is
really
like,
did help.
yeah, not something that that's
Bro,
not an
you
easy
really
task.
did help us a lot with that. Like I couldn't play, but I saw that you did really well every time you did play, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, obviously the performance was actually still like really good. It's just like, I mean, you all got like completions, like a fair amount of them on your levels. It's just like, you know, California got like 4 in a row on like some of them. Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry I really couldn't play. I didn't really have that much time. At like the one time I had time, it was like nunnery, and I can't beat that in a week with the time that I do have. I mean, I could probably do it in a week if I had extra time, but I know I was always busy. I really wish I played though.
Where we had like.
Bet I could do well.
Not low at one point.
all right. Was there what was your favorite match? I'd say, like, what was your favorite level that you all played in the tournament? I think this is kind of an interesting question.
Yo,
I guess in
Harry,
Musty's case, it's not really. I guess it only really applies to World here, but
Probably a Thanatos, because I think that was like my best performance by far.
can you unmute?
all right.
Yeah, I might go for
Well,
Emmy. I
I'm
might go for
gonna,
Shadow Wave Infinity.
so I'm gonna thank you all for playing, and I am going to now I'm now going to talk to the national champions. So
Talk to her?
No.
That's
there
my
you
sign to
go.
leave.
You're getting out of here.
Banned.
I got kicked.
So, as for the California team, you all won. You won the Battle of the States, and what was kind of your thoughts going into the match, and kind of like, you know, any thoughts and feelings and stuff you wanted to tell?
Going in, I mean, I was kind of worried because like I know New Jersey, they have like really good players. I wasn't sure who was gonna play, so because I've seen like a bunch of players for them in the past, and they seemed like pretty good.
Yeah.
And they do have like really good players on their team. They just didn't play in like the matches. So that kind of scared me a little bit, but I don't know. I think us,
Yeah.
we were pretty we pretty much like had the team from start to finish. We brought in like a few extra people here and there, and we made it work.
What would you say? Like, obviously, I'd imagine even from the show match, like, you all like. It's kind of weird for me to ask if you like expected to be here, just because like I'd imagine like, you know, you got first in qualifiers, you got first in your group, and you won all of your matches pretty convincingly. So like, I'd imagine you guys had a pretty good feeling you'd be able to make the final, but like obviously nothing's guaranteed. Like, what was kind of like your confidence level going into the bracket? Were there any like teams that you were kind of like oh, like we might not beat them? Like, was it mainly this today that was like the, or like were there a few other times where you kind of felt like oh, I
This
don't know.
one, and then Pennsylvania for sure.
Yeah, well, that one was kind of like that was like the longest one. Is the only team that actually took a set off of you guys. And even like the deciding level, like it took a long time before it like really started to cement that you guys were gonna win it.
Yeah. I
Anybody
thought
else?
Arizona was also gonna be
Yeah,
a close match.
I don't know
but
what happened
apparently
there,
not.
honestly.
The fabricated
They were a
thoughts
good
round
team.
was
Like I don't know. Like
yeah.
as for anybody else from the Cali team wants to put in some words, I'd probably say who you are on stream first so people like know, because they probably won't have any idea.
Yo, low key, I have not kept track of the California like performers all through the story. I just heard it was finals and they like called me and I was like, oh, I'll play, and I fucking
see,
like grinded that
yeah.
shit for, like the past 4 days.
Yeah, and
I was confident.
yeah,
Easy,
I'd
easy,
imagine.
easy.
Hammy, I got a question. How does it feel that that you verified every end the day after you clutched it for Cali in the GDWT tournament?
What? Huh?
Yeah, wait, what?
Wait, what? I didn't verify after.
No, I said it every end. Dang it.
Yeah, that was a while
Not
ago.
every end. That was like 2 months ago.
He was in a different round,
Wait.
I think.
I was
But-
I did not
Hammy
play the
never
entire.
Yeah,
played
he
the
didn't play
round.
the other round. Guess you're probably
Well,
mixing
no,
it
I
with
was
someone
almost
else.
Yeah.
Well, how about you, Ryclix? Anything?
I guess in a way I'm not surprised by this outcome, but at the same time, like I was never like confident in myself to do good. So it's like it's not surprising from a team's perspective, but like from an individual perspective when I'm actually playing, then it's different.
Yeah, like you always like think you're gonna do worse. Like you're like not gonna get like a bunch of completions, right? Because you almost like got like a 4 in a
Yeah.
row towards the end, right? Like
Yeah.
and but from like a team perspective, like you had like, you know, you've had belief in your team since they've already shown like how good they've been. So it's like there's no real reason to doubt them, is what you're saying, right? Like
Pretty much.
well, the Battle of the States, like, yeah, actually, yeah, question for all of you. What was your favorite level that you got to play in the tournament?
I'll go first. Flat Major, because I got to use Black Eye Coster.
Oh, you played in that?
Yeah, he did.
No,
You
that
played
was-
in
that
the
was the
show
first ever
match?
You played in the show match and the finals.
That's really funny. You've only played in the first and the
very
last ever
first and the
matches.
very last.
Yeah. I forgot you played in the show match. How about you, Star?
Okay, so I have a few. Moment was one of them. I'm kind of glad I got the chance to like replay that level.
Yeah.
Because it's like a really good level, and playing it for a tournament like that is like perfect. I feel like. And then Core was another one because I'd already been in it, and I also really liked that. But in terms of like new levels, I'd probably say like Apollo 11.
Well, that was like a level like you've like never played before, and then you like played it for
No,
this,
I
and
hadn't
now you
played
actually
it.
like it. Yeah.
Also, it had there were stakes with it because it was
It was a
one
decider. It was the only
yeah.
time you guys like had to win.
yeah.
How about you, Ryclick's favorite level?
I think the one that stands out to me the most is Declassification. That's like a easy extreme.
That was the
one's
one in the,
pretty
yeah, in the
good.
group stage. Really?
Yeah.
People hated that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
You might have been like
I
the only
thought it
one
was
that
really
liked
fun.
it.
I think Kobe
beat
liked
it
it
on-
too.
Okay, maybe.
I beat it a little bit ago, like after that round, and it's not even that bad.
Yeah, it's not that
still
bad.
fun.
And then also
how
Nunnery, I thought it was
about least
decent.
favorites from everybody? I'll let the like Jersey players that are still here like also comment. like what
I
was all
think
your
all of
least
them.
favorites?
They're basically gone.
Most of them lost.
Oh yeah, it's mostly just musty. But yeah, so Star, Hammy, Ryclix, least
Subsonic,
favorites.
or what was it? What was the first? It was a show match. It was the other one. Besides Flat Major.
Ultrasonic.
Ultrasonic is the worst
So
level
your
I've ever
favorite and
played.
your
I
least
hate that
favorite
level.
levels came from the freaking show match.
Yes.
All right.
I have to think about that. Oh. Okay, so there's two of them. The first one is Corrosion. Not really because I disliked it, but it.
I was waiting for somebody to say like one of the qualifier levels, because like, I wasn't sure, because I feel like the qualifier levels are like the most like controversial because so many people played them, so like you can all like relate to each other. I liked the level though. I don't know. I thought it was good, but
I mean, I was fine with it because I'm like good with XLs, but
I'm good with XLs as well, but I just didn't. I just thought it was just so much. There's way too much choke points and everything.
It's also the first and only extreme I've ever beaten twice in a row.
Oh, sweet.
That's a fair
there was another
accomplishment.
one, Zero Mind.
That was the least favorite. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I actually like the only reason why I didn't feel so bad for you guys on getting Zero Mind is the fact that you also got to play Moment, which was probably like one of the best levels in all the group stage.
Yeah.
Why is
it was playing on LDM
for a tournament setting? It's really good.
Zero Mind on LDM is like it has like a really flashy part at the end, and it's like kind of hard to focus.
Well,
and like there was some gameplay parts in the middle that were like, eh.
Fair enough. Ryclix, did you go with your least favorite? Yeah, I don't think you have, right? First level.
I don't. Nothing comes to mind. Nothing really comes to mind.
Nothing really comes to mind. So I guess you're just you must love all the levels then, I guess.
Yeah. Loved every single one of them.
I mean, most of them were just decent.
Kidding.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to hear from you guys. Is there anything, I guess, now that you are the winning team, is there anything that you would like to be done? Like you'd say, like something that could be done different in the next Battle of the States that you guys would like really enjoy? Because I don't know, I mean, you won the tournament, so I'll listen to you.
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, I have to think about it. I guess so. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream, and I'll get the star. I'll talk to you about like the prize and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. This is it for Battle of the States. California are the champions, New Jersey are the runners-up, and third place, I guess, is tied between New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and then also Pennsylvania, I guess, if you want to call it a tie. So actually, no, third place would be Pennsylvania because they played in the group stage. Yeah, so I guess third is Pennsylvania, fourth is New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas. So thank you all, and be sure to watch the GD Open Cup, because tomorrow morning at freaking 6 a.m. Eastern, which is 3 a.m. for the Californians, we're back.
No way.
3 a.m.
Yes, it's true. There's like a match with like 2 Australians in it. But yeah, thanks for watching.